share that with you. Try and get you in the Christmassy mood. Let's get on with the show. My first guest has arrived here from a planet far, far away. He has regenerated. He's ready to join us on Earth. Will you behold, there is a doctor in the house. But you know, before I introduce him, maybe someone else could do him even better. Here you go, look at this little fella. There you go, look what I've done.
Please welcome the arch enemy of the Daleks, Mr. David Tennant.
David Tennant. David, sit yourself down. How lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming on the show.
It's very nice to be here.
How great to have the Doctor back on our screens again, a new Doctor. Now, you must be excited about this, I'm sure.
It's very exciting, yeah. It's almost too exciting. It's all a bit daunting as well.
It must seem like a great Christmas present to you, I would have thought.
It is. It's fantastic. But you know, it's also, yeah, it was the most successful TV show of the year, and it's coming back, and everyone's still there, and
everyone's still excited.
All the writers are still there, and all the actors are still there, and except the bloke in the middle.
Yeah, but you
so
know,
if it all goes wrong, it's my fault.
But here's the thing that's exciting. Well, no, but you don't feel too much pressure, do you, or do you?
No, not at all.
You know what's exciting about it, I would have thought, and what's interesting about it is that, you know, it's not like someone taking over the role, say, of James Bond or of Sherlock Holmes, whereby you're playing the same character.
Yeah.
Because although he is the same character, it's built into the idea that he changes anyway.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of leeway to do different things with it, I would have thought.
Yeah, you get to kind of reset to zero a bit, yeah.
Yeah, now, so how much of that is that did you bring to it? How much did you say, well, I want to play in this way? And how much is it just the way it's written?
Well, it's written by Russell T Davies, who is about the best writer that TV's got right now.
A real talent, yeah.
You kind of trust him to kind of to do it, and then you get the script and you just kind of give it your best shot, really. I mean, we didn't sort of sit down and think, oh, we must have some very self-conscious little quirks here.
Well, I was wondering whether you had any little quirks, or maybe like a bad eye or something, or a limp.
A limp, yeah.
How about a stutter? Doctor, like that.
Maybe not.
Okay. These were my ideas that I wrote into the BBC with, and they didn't get back to me.
They haven't been passed on, which is a tragedy.
Have you had people come up to you and say, you know, I love it, I would like to write one, or I have an idea for it? Do you get that sort of thing?
Everyone loves it. It's kind of bewildering that there's a range of people that love it as well. You know, I thought there'd be a certain type of male in an anorak who'd come up and want to talk to you about it. But actually, it's everyone. It's men, women, kids.
Yeah.
It's everyone.
Yeah. K9 is coming back, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not certain whether that's welcome, really, because K9, let's face it, wasn't terribly convincing. I mean, robotics have moved on since then. You know, it looked like someone had just spray painted a box silver, didn't it? That was essentially, that was the level of BBC effects. Presumably they revamped him, he's modern, he's techno, he's different.
You say that. There was still quite a lot of bumping into the furniture going on. It has to be confessed. No, it's the idea is that he's back, but he's the same old K9. So actually now he's rusted and a bit tatty and falling apart.
Well, that's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Are there other monsters coming back? Because it was the big surprise in what we now refer to. I would say the Christopher Eccleston era, but it wasn't really long enough to be an era.
It was an era. He made his mark.
The Eccleston blip, right?
He was
great. He was
fantastic,
but he wasn't around for that long.
I wouldn't be here if he hadn't been so fantastic in it and made the series.
Well, he was tremendous in it. And when we had Christopher Eccleston on the show, he came on the programme.
Yeah.
It was exciting to meet him, and I was already a fan. We had the prototype of the Doctor Who doll. That was his version.
Oh, yeah.
We showed it to you, and you got to see it up front there. They're making a doll of you already. Have you seen this yet?
I saw an early prototype. Are you going to...
We have one here. I tell you, it's great. It's a scary likeness.
Really?
Really well made. Look at this.
Oh, that's not the one I've seen. That's
look at this. Look at that.
He's slightly boggle-eyed, isn't he?
He's not boggle-eyed. No more boggle-eyed than you are. I mean, it's like, you know...
I mean, yeah.
And they're great.
Look at that.
He's got a little screwdriver comes out, and look at his lovely... Look. He's great, isn't he? I was playing with him all afternoon, and he's got little trousers on. He's got about 14 points of articulation. Look at that. Isn't that great?
That's good.
Is it weird having a doll made of yourself?
It's completely bizarre. It's utterly bizarre, yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed they didn't make a Casanova doll of you when you were in that.
Yeah, they'd have needed 22 points of articulation, I suppose.
Yeah, it would have been slightly more action on there. Yeah. But that was a great series for you as well. I didn't know that you were Scottish until I met you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I had no idea. Your acting is so good, you had disguised your Scottishness.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Whereabouts in Scotland are you from, then?
I was born in West Lothian, a place called Bathgate, and I was brought up in Paisley, which is just outside Glasgow.
And do you go back much? I presume you live down south now, do you?
I do. I live in London now. Well, right now I live in Cardiff because that's where we're filming.
Yeah.
I've been there more than anywhere else recently. But I get back, you know, not as much as my mother would have me get back, but I get back as often as I can.
Will you be seeing her for Christmas?
Oh, she's here tonight. Actually.
Is she here this evening?
My mother is in the audience.
That's rather exciting.
Yeah, it's good.
That's really nice.
But yeah, no, we'll all be in Scotland for Christmas.
Okay, well, let's have a look at a clip. This is a clip. This is a sneak preview of Doctor. I mean, there was a tiny burst on the Children in Need.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and it was lovely to see you in that. And it was,
Yeah.
but it was really only a little tease, wasn't it?
It was. We were tantalising.
Yeah. But this is an advanced clip. This is from the Christmas special. This is going to be the first appearance of David as the Doctor. It's on Christmas Day, I believe.
Christmas Day, 7 p.m.
Christmas Day on BBC
Yeah.
One. This is where you can see it first. This is David as the Doctor.
Help me.
Remote control.